dzisiejszy odcinek programu Wiedz i mądrze jedz.
We focus on culinary matters in today's edition of Eat Wisely, Know What You Eat. It's clear that you need knowledge to eat well and wisely. To learn more, we set out to the Podkarpacie region. From 2013, a culinary trail and a Podkarpacie local food cluster have been in operation. Our guide is Krzysztof Zieliński, who is a great promoter of the Karpackie region and its culinary values.
I propagator i miłośnik zarówno Podkarpacia, jak i wspaniałej tamtejszej kuchni.
The recognition of food products from Podkarpacie is amazing. Culinary, regional, traditional and organic. We send more and more of these products to large cities in Poland, Warsaw, Kraków, Wrocław, but we also export overseas. As we speak, a team from Podkarpacia is now in Hong Kong. A week earlier, they were in Vietnam. We have regular presentations of our traditional and regional products in London. I hope that Brexit won't take away this possibility. And what's more, the association in which I work, ProCarpathia, sends out food packages non-stop thanks to our internet shop. We send them to Germany, France, and to wherever there are Polish communities who want to remind themselves of traditional tastes. But that's not all. We try to persuade farmers to start up small-scale processing of their own produce. Even small amounts matter. Why? Because this kind of small-scale, non-industrial production is what everyone is now after. Small shops, organic food shops, but the key is the gastronomy sector. People no longer want tomato soup and a pork cutlet. They want something local, be they chrzczynki or fuczki or solniki or bałabuchy. There's only one condition: they must make our culinary offer distinctive.
Zapewne większość z Państwa
I'm sure that most of you are not familiar with the dish called proziaki. We'd never heard of it either, but I hope that you will be interested in seeing how Master Chef Janusz Pyra makes them.
szpyra.
Kuchnia podkarpacka to wiele smaku, to wiele tradycji, wiele kultur, które się spotkało na styku właśnie talerza tego, który my tutaj też prezentujemy.
The culinary offer of the Podkarpacie region consists of many tastes and many cultures, which we meet also on our plates. This is very much the case with our proziaki dish, which is strongly tied to the Podkarpacie region. In fact, proziaki are integral to the culinary traditional of our Podkarpacie region. They are listed as a traditional product of our region, so we have to promote this dish as part of our culinary heritage. Proziaki were once referred to as Prozac. It's really about adding soda. Today we use kitchen soda, but here it was called also Prozon. There are 4 basic ingredients: flour, eggs. In this case, I don't use the whole egg, but only the egg yolk to make the short crust pastry fluffy. The egg white makes the pastry go hard, whereas the yolk gives it also a nice color. There's also sour cream and soda. This is all we need to make the pastry. We can use sour cream or sour milk, it doesn't really matter. We portion the flour and add a pinch of salt. Mixing together with the Prozac or soda is all that is needed. The key thing for a good culinary experience is to use locally produced products to the extent possible. We try to do this. How to shape the pastry is up to us. We can cut the pastry into squares or use a glass to make circles, and then we place the pastry on a heated plate and bake them on both sides. 2-3 minutes for each side. We can also do this at home. If we don't have a hot plate, we can use an iron frying pan, which needs to be heated on the gas flame, but with no fats or oils added, only the proziaki. There are all sorts of things we can add to the proziaki. We can serve them sweet or savory, with honey, confitures or fruit. Once upon a time we used to eat them only with butter, and with sour or buttermilk, but we can make all sorts of great variations. We can make different kinds of fillings, blood pudding, sauerkraut or other things. Because of the Proza soda, the pastry rises very fast. This just takes a few moments to go from pastry to proziak. You can see here that the final product is practically ready.
Udało zrobić w parę chwil od ciasta do proziaka, praktycznie w wersji gotowej, finalnej, jest tutaj już jakby widoczne.
W Rzeszowie znajduje się niewielki sklep.
In Rzeszów, there is a small shop to be found on the Carpathian Culinary Trail. Although you can't buy proziaki here, you can buy many products produced by local farmers. So this too is an example of a short food chain system.
Łańcuchów dostaw żywności.
Województwo podkarpackie ma ogromny
The Podkarpacie Voivodeship has enormous potential when it comes to the agro-food sector, regional and traditional and organic product. We have over 220 products registered on the national listing of traditional products. We have a clean and beautiful region. Aside from the architecture, we have a richness of locally produced products and family farms. We have businesses that produce with passion, whether they are cheesemakers, butchers or producers of honey, dogwood or dried teas. There are many such producers. Our Podkarpacki local food cluster brings together local food producers. It's based on two principles. One is the quality of the product, and the other is a passion for producing it. The products are identified as part of the tastes of the Carpathians brand. The cluster was established in 2013 by 21 producers, with our Pro-Carpathia Association as the animateur. Today we have approximately 70 producers.
W tej chwili jest około 70 producentów.
Another important symbol of the Podkarpacie region is dogwood. Maybe many of you don't know what it looks like, but it's worth taking a closer look.
Jest to rodzinne przedsięwzięcie. Zaczął to dziadzio, który posadził.
Ours is a family business. It was started by my grandfather, who did the first plantings over 20 years ago. Later we started to pick the fruits for ourselves. We made tinctures, preserves, and we started to share with others. Tinctures are the easiest to make, and this is what people are the most familiar with. But we can also make a pulp, which can be used in cooking. We can also make confitures, jams, and olive-like pickled berries.
Konfitury, dżemy oraz kiszone derenie a la oliwki.
Przekonaliśmy się także, że
We were also persuaded as to the value of dogwood in the kitchen, where it is used to make sauces that accentuate the taste of duck.
kaczki.
Dzisiaj dla Was przygotujemy takie sztandarowe danie, które ma...
Today we are preparing for you our flagship dish, which includes a very interesting ingredient, dogwood. Dogwood berries are a fruit that is typical of our region. They come from near Przemyśl. Our dogwood berries are supplied to us by the Las Podkarpacki farm. In a moment we'll start cooking. We'll make fillet of duck with grilled peach and potato cake. And to this we'll also add caramelized beetroot.
On się nam tutaj będzie smażył na złoto, skórka.
We place the duck fillet on the frying pan. We'll fry it until it turns golden. On a separate frying pan, we'll prepare the potato cake. We'll prepare it with bacon and onion. We place everything onto the frying pan and fry the
Nie
additions.
jest skomplikowane, natomiast ten dereń, którego tutaj używamy, jest takim owocem, który jest, jakby podkręca całość tego dania.
This dish isn't complicated, but the dogwood is a fruit that accentuates the taste of the whole dish. We get the berries in their raw form and we make a sauce out of them. The sauce is outstanding because of the dogwood. We add some coriander, which fuses beautifully with the dogwood. We add a little curry. It's interesting that this extracts a sweeter taste from the fruit. And to this we add some wine, dry, red. Everything beautifully fuses together and comes together in an ideal sauce for our duck.
Generalnie my troszeczkę tą babkę przerobiliśmy. Nie są to tarte ziemniaki, a gotowane ziemniaki mielone z dodatkiem boczku, z dodatkiem cebulki.
We'll now put it into the oven for a moment. Now the potato cake. We've now prepared it from boiled potatoes, not from grated potatoes. We mince them, adding bacon and onions. From all this, we have a potato dough. We'll fry it up on some butter and then put it into the oven. In a moment, our dish will be ready. We'll prepare the grilled peach for our duck, and then we'll put the whole dish together. We'll start from putting the dogwood sauce onto the plate. Next, the grilled peach, our caramelized beetroot, and now the duck. We should now decorate our plate. Add some fresh pepper and a fresh leaf of spinach, and our duck is ready.
I słuchajcie, nasza kaczka jest gotowa.
Having visited the Podkarpacie region, we can promise you that we will return here with our camera. In culinary terms, and not only that, it's a special place.
Niezwykłe.
2 lata temu nasz szlak kulinarny Podkarpackie Smaki
2 years ago, our Podkarpacki culinary trail was recognized in a National Geographic competition as one of Poland's 7 new wonders. Last year, the Polish Tourist Organization organized a competition of culinary trails. Now our Podkarpackie culinary trail came second. We are recognized and increasingly valued in different ways. But what's important is that we offer a living trail. It's not about publishing a guidebook, creating a web page and a Facebook profile. That's not enough. No, we devote every day many hours, sometimes several hours, to the trail. We talk with the kitchen chefs. We talk to restaurateurs. We have meetings. There are all kinds of activities aimed at engaging with culinary bloggers, journalists, so that information about activities gets out everywhere.
Pod względem kulinarnym dotarła po prostu gdzie się tylko da.